To other news now, and Tony Abbott has split from the Rudd government on troop numbers in Afghanistan. In his first major foreign policy speech as opposition leader, Mr Abbott says he'd consider sending more troops to the war if he wins this year's election. He says that'd show the Allies Australia can punch above its weight when it matters. Here's political correspondent Greg Jennett.
Just ahead of Anzac Day, diggers in Tarin Kowt got an unannounced visit from their Commander-in-Chief.
Tarin Kowt itself is just out the other side of the township.
The Governor-General called in on her way to Gallipoli.
My friends, I want to say to you, thank you for what you do.
The base houses the bulk of Australia's 1,500 troops in Afghanistan. Dutch forces there are due to withdraw after July. The Rudd government won't fill the void.
Prime Minister, should we be doing more in Afghanistan, Prime Minister?
Tony Abbott is signalling he might.
Should it be made, a commitment to do more in Afghanistan would be one sign that Australia is entirely serious about its overseas responsibilities.
The opposition leader isn't promising more troops, only that he's prepared to consider it. He acknowledges the dangers, but
the near certainty of higher casualties has to be weighed against the consequences of failing to shoulder extra responsibilities.
And I think, again, we see evidence of Mr Abbott making policy on that.
The Abbott strategy sets up an election year contrast in a bipartisan war. Despite soundings from the US, the government hasn't lifted troop numbers in a year, and the last one came with a vital caveat.
The successful training of the ANA over time is our exit strategy for Australia's combat units in Oregon province.
Events will probably overrun Tony Abbott. ISAF commanders are close to settling new provincial arrangements in the south, so the vacuum left by the Dutch will probably be filled by the time the next Australian government is elected. In his first major foreign policy speech, the opposition leader has also promised to buy 3 unmanned Global Hawk spy planes. Of use, he says, to protect oil and gas and to intercept asylum seekers. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.